called Soul Movements for Financial Healing. Say yes to new paradigm entrepreneurial leadership. So this is with my friend and colleague Tal Shai. She's got a master's in psychology, she's an author, she's a speaker, and she's
It feels good to have connected with so many of you. I'll start with a quote that I absolutely love. If you bring forth what is within you, what is within you will heal you. And if you don't bring forth what is within you, what is within you will destroy you. And so I'm guessing, just a wild guess, that most of you sitting in this room are part of a small but growing quite rapidly percentage of people on the planet who are really making a conscious commitment to bringing forth what is within you. Bringing forth your big vision, bringing forth your calling, making it not some kind of ethereal idea, but actually, I've heard a lot of that talk today, bringing it, grounding it, making it real so that we're living all our spiritual ideas as our life. And yet, as a psychotherapist, as a business coach, as a family constellations facilitator, who's my colleague over there, and having taught and worked with so many different modalities, what I have found is that when we say a big, resounding yes to ourselves and our calling, we are actually inviting in and saying yes to all our no's. Right? To all those parts of our consciousness that are totally not on board with our desire to expand our horizons, our desire to claim our greatness. When we say yes to being a leader, what we are saying yes to is to both our actualization and to all those parts inside of us that again are either frozen or have stopped growing, or those parts inside that are more committed to defending our wounds than supporting our growth. And if we need to become, and if we want to become and desire to become new paradigm leaders, it's really important that we learn to navigate both the territory of the yes and the territory of the no. I hear so many big visionaries and women who have big dreams who say, I would do this, whatever the dream is, if only I had. What happens is that they start freezing up inside into their old ways of being, and this lack of movement and moving with this very core impulse to actualize ourselves actually does start destroying us from within. And for example, we're all human, so we all have those parts within our consciousness. Separates the dreamers from the manifestors is that willingness to actually enter the unknown. And your wilderness is very different than mine. You'll have to meet different obstacles and different unknowns. And the image that comes forth for me is of entering unforged paths with a machete and starting to just forge our way. I mean, that is the paradigm of new leadership. Some of us are already called to do things our way, to do things in new ways, to make new integrations.